All right, so back soon. I know it's been not very long since we had Chick-fil-A, but you don't get big or gain weight by just eating it once or eating one thing from the fast food place. Chicken strips, bacon, chicken, cheese, 2 cookies. All right, let's dig into some of this food, shall we? How's that for a close-up or a facial? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm hungry at this point. What the? So I may have not turned the camera on to eat these, but we are getting into them halfway through. Everything else is gone. Now we just have to finish eating it. You guys see that? We're about to try this. Oh, jeez. So let's give this an official review and then I'm gonna enjoy my food. Cookies. Yum. Best cookies ever. That's gonna have to be one of the best combinations I've ever had. Milk and cookies, semi-fattening ice cream. Solid 8 out of 10. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this meal. Come check it out. That meal is done, and another reason why I had it is because I thought about it on the way home from running an errand for my boss, that when I travel I usually lose weight because when you're overeating you definitely need to have, let's see, creature comforts to make sure that like your stomach can rest and digest. And when you're on your feet and you have to think on your feet and make like game time decisions and travel and get from point A to point B to point C and so on, being full, having to go to the bathroom, being slowed down by overeating is horrible. When I travel, when I'm dieting, I just try to eat as little as possible, and it really is easy to do it. But like when I'm vacationing or just hanging out or staying in a hotel, I can eat more. But either way, I'm not gonna overeat when I'm going to do things and going to social gatherings, etc. Probably won't eat very much. If I do, that's great. I doubt it. So got some extra food in tonight and we'll be training again tomorrow. I went way too hard on legs today, so I need to get some rest. Peace. What's up, guys? It's too early for a weigh-in, but we're gonna do it anyways. Still gotta pack later. 6 a.m. post cheat meal. Come on. What we got? 210. Not bad for 2,000 calories plus in a meal. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm bringing you all down here a little bit. And gals, how y'all doing? We are walking through a push day here, so I'm making this on a Friday. You guys are gonna see this over the weekend. First, let's start off by catching up on the time frame here. So this workout was exactly 1 week ago, now that I think of it, and I just did another push day today. So it's been 7 days between push days, more or less 7 between pulls, and it's gonna be about 8 or 9 between my last leg day. And that's obviously because I tore a rotator cuff and meniscus, so I'm letting them heal. The more rest I can take, more than likely that it's gonna be beneficial. I know they say to stay moving and all that type of stuff, but I think for athletes, like if you're already doing therapy and moving, I think it's kind of a good idea to take more rest, especially if you're coming from a heavily trained state, or overtrained state, I should say. Not that I was overtrained technically speaking, but I had pains and aches, and I was not a lot away from several injuries, one of which I did get on my rotator cuff. So anyways, like I said, this was 1 week ago before I went to St. Louis. So Friday I woke up, went to the gym, ran a bunch of errands. It was a really great day, actually. The weather was beautiful. Enjoyed Boulder a little bit. And I went to the camera store and to the airport after that because I had to drop my camera off. So a lot happened. The camera I use, I dropped it and broke a lens cap, and they ended up wanting to stabilize the lens with like some glue to attach something back down. And yeah, so I dropped the camera off and then headed off to St. Louis. So the reason I'm not going to do much of a workout voiceover is because in a couple days, you guys will see today's workout, which thankfully was better. It was the same, but I used more weight and introduced an exercise. So this is me getting to the peak of my workouts that were prescribed in therapy, and then today I was able to bring in something new. So progressing much faster than the knee, but that's all I'm going to really talk about for the workout until later. So St. Louis was great. I arrived, got to a hotel, and ended up getting trolled, but got some food, a chicken sandwich, and woke up the next morning to go to the physical therapy school at the School of Medicine in Washington, or in St. Louis at the Washington University. So this is going to be where I'm going to be going to school in 2019, or fall of 2019. I'll be part of the class of 2022, and we went through preview day. And what's funny, and I don't think I ever said it on camera, maybe I did, is Danielle, a girl who toured me when I visited right after I got accepted. I like booked a ticket. I was like, I gotta check it out, right? The girl who toured me watched my YouTube channel and was subscribed to me. And that was kind of one of the main reasons I started back up, is because I remember meeting my best friend. I know my best friends, the people I've met, some of the relationships I've had are honestly through YouTube or through someone having seen me on YouTube. Whether it's, like I said, friends or what have you, it's mostly just people who want to meet up as subscribers and work out, and I totally get that. But yeah, you meet people and you can get close to people. So my favorite part of YouTubing is, like I said, getting to meet people. So long story short, the girl who toured me watched my channel, and I hadn't had any uploads or anything, and I was recovering my knee and all this type of stuff. So I was really depressed, honestly, and I realized it's because I'm not chasing any goals with bodybuilding or with strength, or mostly with bodybuilding, because you can train for strength and sleep like shit and eat like shit. I mean, you really can. But as far as improving your physique, one of the best and healthiest ways to do it is by making sure your diet is better, making sure you're eating less carbs, less inflammatory foods, sleeping better, eating better portions, not having, I don't know, tons of dessert or ice cream on any sort of basis, not even regularly for a cheat meal. And I've been doing that for like 4 or 5 days, and it's been intense because I've probably eaten 30 or 40 meals in 5 days. But it's great. Every single meal has fat, protein, and carbs except one a day, which is fat and protein. So I just got a food scale for the first time in 2 years. I will make a full day of eating with that food scale I didn't tell you guys about, and I'm looking forward to the next week. What I have to stay focused on is my physical therapy exercises. I kind of abandoned the knee physical therapy and went straight into squatting 200 pounds. I don't regret that, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think squatting is something I did that didn't help me heal. I was really bad and I had to go to PT. And I think without squatting, I have a better chance of coming back better, because there must be some sort of compensation, weakness, change in length, change in tightness of tendons for sure down there. Because I injured it terribly, and then I got to a pretty heavy squatting on the edge of my foot, on the outer right edge. So for a lot of reasons, I think it's best for me, not just physically, but also mentally. It gives me peace of mind to not just walk in and be like, all right, we'll ride the bike and squat. I think I should ride the bike and then revisit some of those early stretches which really help my hamstring. Hang on a sec. So yeah, as I was saying, just kind of to wrap up and cover it, I don't really think that I need to be squatting heavy. Yeah, I want to get huge legs, but I can deadlift pretty healthy. And now I'm introducing other upper body compound movements, and I have so many more to introduce. I still haven't done chin-ups or bench press, so there's a lot to be done, and I don't think barbell squatting is necessarily going to let my knee heal the way I want it to. So I will continue to do physical therapy and balance, but the leg training. But what I really do like is one-legged leg training. I know it's like totally against what I've recommended, but what I recommended didn't really get me very far while I was injured. So now that I'm injured, I think something one-legged is going to allow me to not have the stability, which is good, because when my legs are working together, I can push out. But when I'm on one leg, yeah, you can bow out a bit, but you can't force like a muscle to complete contraction in that direction. You can't abduct your legs as hard as possible when you're doing it. So on one leg, you have to track a certain way. It could be a faulty way, but that's gonna dial in how your knee tracks when it's by itself. So you're gonna retrain the muscles. I feel they get stronger, they get pumped in the right areas. I feel sore in the right areas. When I squat, my ass is sore and my legs are tired. But when I do one-legged stuff, I feel my VMO and my rectus femoris, my center and inner on my right leg, quad muscles, I feel them exhausted and pumped, and I think that is what my body needs. And that's what I'm looking for, what my body needs, because I can do what I need to do in the kitchen. I definitely have a good gym and amount of time I need to keep up with this stuff. So speaking of time, I don't want to edit this video too much. I feel way out of sync because a week and a trip and a school visit have passed between this, and it's been a lot. So I'll catch up with you guys when I'm a little more caught up in general. But thanks for watching. Peace. Oh my God, I hate doing those post-workout. But we got the band in, and we got the one arm extension, and a good push workout. So knee is feeling a little sore from yesterday. On the shoulder, I'm feeling great. So it's just a matter of continuing doing what was working for my leg. So squatting isn't making it better, but a lot of the therapy, one leg stuff, and stretching, dynamic stretching to elongate that hamstring was really helping. So take a step back, a little like deload, whatever, work on therapy, beginner stuff, keep progressing a little, and try to just get better. Time to catch a flight. Interesting morning, and it's only 10 a.m. It's cool. I dropped my camera and the lens cap, like a little screw-on lens cover. It broke. Now I can't unscrew it, and the guy couldn't with a wrench, and it's like messed up. Try to get an early start, get myself ready for the Lou St. Louis tonight. Damn, it's pretty out there. Very cloudy day. Let's see if they can remove the let's see if they can remove this ring. This ring. It's no bueno. No bueno. Damn. Holy mother of God.
Anyway, for a whole month and a half.
Hey, what's up, man? Sweet, thank you. Alright, awesome. We'll try it. I have to film in here because it's amazing. I want to work here. It's only a 30-minute drive. I thought about applying here, but never did. Damn, it's proper. There's good news and bad news. The good news is they're gonna fix the lens and service my camera, clean the dust out of the mirrors, etc. It's a 3-year-old camera. I have never had anyone touch it. So they're gonna do that for me. Inspect the camera itself, which I have a warranty on, so I'll know if anything's up. So the sensor's gonna get cleaned. And luckily, the lens broke, but it's the lens around the glass, the surround, the plastic surround broke. There's no part for it. You have to buy a whole new lens, but like the repair shop manager, legit guy, came up and was telling the guy that worked there, like, he's like, if you want to glue it on, go ahead and glue it on. And I was like, I have no experience with anything. So he's like, we'll do it for you. So they're gonna glue the surround back on and clean the lens of the camera and just get everything tip top. So yeah, it's gonna cost me 50 bucks, but totally worth it. Or maybe 100 with the lens cap replacement, but not a lot of money for getting my investments. Those were expensive parts to get them serviced and cleaned. So that's really great. I don't have to replace them, and then maybe I'll get another warranty. So live and learn, live and learn. It's a process, an expensive process sometimes. Bye, Boulder.